And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
I've heard of the extreme colonized mindset Africans have towards Europeans in the African continent. Don't Let's Go to the Dogs Tonight is a stark and ugly depiction of that reality. A sad reminder to the Pan-African why Pan-Africanism is as dead as true communism. The film is set during the birth of Zimbabwe, so the film hits extra close to home for me since I owe my African blood to the region of Southern Africa. I'm unsure if this is Davitz's directorial debut, as she has been a familiar face on screen for decades, but here in Don't Let's Go to the Dogs Tonight, she is a woman that transmutes the pain of losing her child to abusing Africa and the inhabitants that have lost their home country to European colonizers. It was interesting to witness modern voter intimidation and the discussions had in debutante households that happen all across European colonized lands about how they do their whole takeover gamut and how when natives rise up against them for justice, they code switch and start begging for civilities. I hate the fact that even in the damn synopses of the film, Zimbabwe is referred to as Rhodesia. The news clips throughout the film feature countless black bodies in death throes during the Bush War being played during these Euro colonizers' soirees where they engage in alcoholism and inbreeding. That was telling. Yet no violence was shown towards any Euro in the film. Despite throughout the start of Don't Let's Go, they are depicted as the interlopers and main antagonizers, from the plantation farm owner Davitz's portrayed to her on-screen 8-year-old daughter Bobo, who narrates the film. The need for a Euro like Bobo to go around and destroy sacred native grave sites, demand that natives refer to them as the true inheritors of the land they have stolen. All of this as early as single-digit age? Again, telling. Bobo is responsible for the loss of her sister, yet as a European typically does, shirks that efficacy with airs of arrogance and defiance. She goes around riding on a motorbike or literally on a high horse in Zimbabwe's slums while being cared for by Zagona Bali's character, who is a traitor to her people by the way she concedes to this child and her family. The only people with any backbone in the film from Zimbabwe were the men. But even when teaching Bobo a lesson, like when she takes her little hood pass late in the film and is invited by a Zimbabwean family to dine on broth, they still put on that Sambo smile of subservience. Don't Let's Go 2 is a film about how white fragility is built on the backs of black division. There's fear on all sides in this film as the sick parasitic endeavor plays out. Don't Let's Go 2 serves as metaphor for Africa's dependency on foreign nations, that Stockholm Syndrome mentality that trickles down to the rest of the African diaspora, as in my own European colonized nation of the US, where I hear out-of-touch Negroids pressure an intellectual like myself to be patriotic towards a nation that treats black citizens who don't go along with white supremacy as subhuman. It's amazing to see that fighting spirit amongst the males of my ethnic group internationally on display in a film like this, but it also churns my stomach to see that desperation, dependency, and defeatism are not far behind and rhyme to the tune of the worldwide black experience. I wonder what would have happened had a black hand been laid on Davitz's character in protest. What if she had wrote that into her script? I wanted to see that on screen. Not a Zimbabwean woman calling Davitz's mother because she provided her and her kids slave quarters. Not a Zimbabwean woman waiting hand and foot on a rude, unbecoming, Eurocentric 8-year-old just to crown her queen while overlooking the regality of her native people around her. When I visit other areas of the African continent, should someone ask me why I have yet to go to Southern Africa despite owing my African heritage to the region, Don't Let's Go to the Dogs Tonight is one of the many historical propaganda pieces I will point to. I don't have to take a look at Elon Musk and see the atrocities that he's currently signed off on in the glorious chocolate city of Memphis. I don't have to look at my own Dutch anglicized surname that I'm fighting to get the means in my own European colonized country to change. I could just point towards this picture of the colonizer and the colonized in the region of the motherland that houses the city of gold.
Pop your popcorn, that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.